Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me.
With tonight's special guest hosts, Kevin Kurkowski and Ron Hazen.
You got the power. You spell do-do, the voodoo that you do so well, 'cause you do something to me nobody else could do.
You're on. Good evening and welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
The only show on access cable that tastes like butter but with half the cholesterol.
And we're your hosts for this evening. I'm Ron.
And I'm Kevin. Well, tonight we had a couple guests scheduled, but they weren't able to make it.
Unfortunately, they both had to cancel. As you may remember, if you looked in your TV guide or remember from last week, Gary Coleman and Tom Jones with The Cure were both scheduled tonight. But unfortunately, Gary Coleman had a little bit of trouble at the airport when he was flying in. They went him through the metal detector and he refused to go through it. So, well, he's still in detention.
He'll be a little late, and he probably won't be able to make it.
And Tom Jones just refused to record with to come on with The Cure because he referred to them as a bunch of sissy fag lipstick wearing Brits, and he refused to appear with them. There was a bit of a scuffle.
Yeah, the Cure was kind of temperamental about the whole thing, so they're not here either.
And it's still in litigation.
So we don't have our guests again. I guess we ought to explain who we are and why we're on Mr. Prufrock's show.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
why are we here? Well, we're here because J. Alfred, he's oh. Well, he's on a bit of a working vacation still. He, as you may recall, he had previously the role of Maria in West Side Story, but now he's in the off-Broadway nude version of Camelot.
I understand there was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, they're not in production yet. He had a bit of an accident when he was wielding Excalibur.
But ladies, Mr. Prufrock wants us to tell you that things will be all right.
Everything's in working order.
No problems. And oh, by the way, Mr. Prufrock, if you're watching, this one's for you. All right.
Well, we do have some special guests tonight, but we won't get right to them right away. Let's, what shall we do?
Well, I guess we could tell you how we found our special guests. Ron and I aren't really known for our cooking talents, and so we frequent the local establishments often, and tonight we happen to be in ordering some food at one of our favorite fast food restaurants. And
a particular one.
We conned a couple of the waitresses into into coming here, being with us tonight. We figure it's a great substitute for Gary Coleman and Tom Jones. I'm sure you're going to like them.
Oh, but wait, before we go on, maybe we'll have a little bit of entertainment.
Well, sure.
Here, I'll do something for you. It's been years since I've been on the stage, but here, I'd like to do a quick impression for you. This is my version of, this is from Masterpiece Theater, when they did their production of I, Claudius by Robert Graves. This is the scene with John Hurt as Caligula. Wait.
He's preparing. Just could everyone please be quiet, please, everyone.
The horse is galloping through my head. They won't stop. Thank you very much. Well, let's get back to our guests.
All right, that was excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, do we bring on the guests now?
Would you like to do any impressions, or?
No, not after that. I don't think I could live up to that one. That was just excellent.
Well, let's bring them on then. Bring them on!
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, why don't you give us some...
Oh.
Is the music over? Yeah, it's almost over, but...
That's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for two of Athens' finest fast food restaurant workers.
To our immediate left is Donna.
Hi.
And
Hi.
Next to
And
her,
sitting next to her incognito is,
should we say her real name?
can we say your real name on the air, ma'am?
Or would you like a name like Winifred?
That'll work.
Sitting to her left, to Donna's left, is Winifred.
Now maybe, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what it's like to work in a fast food restaurant.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Can you be more specific?
Well, we make more than $1.50 an hour now.
That must be wonderful. Now Ron and I, we
We make next to nothing.
Mr. Prufrock, his salary's in the millions, but Ron and I, we work for peanuts.
We're only guest hosts.
Now there must be some great stories that you can tell us that won't get you in any kind of trouble. You won't be fired. You won't be on the streets tomorrow if you told us about.
Well, actually, Kevin, we had some great stories planned for you tonight, but our manager said if we told any of the good stories that probably wouldn't be such a good idea, so.
Do you have some not so great stories?
Or anything you'd care to make up.
You know, like the time somebody
Well,
gave
there
you a
was this-
$10
there
bill
was
and you
this-
gave him change for a 20. You know, something like.
You know, well, one night there was like this guy who came in who tried to order a combo, but wanted like a biggie beverage with a combo, and I had to reprimand him and tell him that no, you could only get a medium beverage.
No,
And good for you, Donna.
It took a lot of training, but
you know, probably somebody who just would have hired on would have made the mistake and they would have given in. It's the excellent training you've probably been provided with that you were able to handle that situation as well as you did.
Well, Donna, at this point in time, I'd like to come over and give you a great big hug for that. But instead, how about a nice round of applause?
Oh, and then there are the rude guests who tried to steal the mints from the retarded children.
yes.
There's a story there, I think.
Frequently, Kevin, I have to tell the people who come in, usually around 2:30 in the morning, that they come in, they try to take like a lot of mints. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's a little display up front with the
Right,
the
you put like a- you
put like a-
20 cents for the
I
retarded
see.
children, and frequently the inebriated guests would come in and they tried to take like a lot of mints and without paying for it.
That's what you're supposed to put money in there, Ron. I told you.
Oh.
I told you.
I misunderstood. I didn't know what that was all about. When you first said about the retarded children, I thought you meant actual retarded children in the restaurant, and people were taking candy away from them.
Just
And that was just
employees.
shocking.
Some of the employees are, I think,
Retarded?
collecting some of that money from there. I think they're managing.
Graft?
Now, there's something I've always wondered. When I go in, I get a takeout order, I get the bag, I take it home. I've looked at the bottom of the bag. Probably a lot of people have never done this. The bottom of the bag, there's instructions about what can be put in the bag. It says, 2 fries, 1 hamburger. 2 hamburgers, 1 fry, or 1 salad and 2 fries. I was just wondering, what would happen, say, if this hypothetical employee were to put 3 fries in the bag? Would this be a problem, or is this...
Well, I think I'll let Winifred answer that question because she's been there a lot longer than I have, and I really haven't run into those problems.
Well, you can do that unless you're, of course, caught by a manager, and then you're fired immediately.
Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. And by a matter of circumstance, I happen to have been reading an article in Omni magazine on this very topic. Now these fast food restaurants, they hire think tanks to experiment, to just find out the exact number of burgers and fries that will fit in any particular size bag. And if you go over the critical mass, it'll just explode.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering now, is this the way it works? This is how I picture it in my head. You've got these, hundreds of employees locked deep within a mountain somewhere in Arizona. They're working on this. And this man, he says, instead of 2 fries and 1 hamburger, I think we can fit 4 fries in this bag. And Bert, he goes, get Peterson on the phone in development. I think we got something here. I mean, is this the way the things work? I'm sure you must talk about this a lot.
Daily.
Well, I don't think on my shift we just take it for granted. I think that something when I go into work tonight that, we'll have to talk about a little bit. Make sure that everybody realizes, how important it is to follow the rules.
So we've sort of enlightened you here then.
Yes, I think so.
Thank God for science.
You
Oh,
want to take calls?
Sure.
sure.
We've got a call.
Well, maybe we don't have a call.
We're going to put a number
Well,
on the
thank you.
screen now. If you've had a question you've been dying to ask a fast food restaurant employee, now is your chance. Don't pass it up.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
Turn down your television.
Could you
Turn down your television, please, caller.
Oh, yeah, sure. I have a question for the
Turn down your
lovely young lady
television.
on the right.
Oh, we can't hear you. Turn on your television, please.
I have a question for
Oh.
the lovely young lady on the right.
Would that be stage right or your right, sir?
Is it hard to breathe sitting on your face?
Was that directed to,
Winifred, or was that Donna?
or was that a general rhetorical question, caller?
Or were you asking Ron and I about that? Well, I think Ron and I can answer the question.
Goodness knows, many a time I've found myself sitting on my face, especially after a long night, if you know what I mean. And it is difficult to breathe.
Thanks for your call.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
Well, this is Alfred Prufrock.
No, I'm afraid it's not.
No, I'm afraid it is, and I have a problem.
All right, well, what's your problem?
We'll humor you, sir.
These women.
Yes,
Well,
they are
first
women.
of all, I have a problem because they're not coming and going and talking of Michelangelo, but that's something else entirely. But
Hey, don't steal our lines.
But I specifically, and otherwise you gentlemen are doing a fine job at this, but otherwise I specifically requested Burger King employees, and I suspect that these young ladies work for Wendy's or maybe even, yes, maybe McDonald's. Now, is that true?
Well, I don't know if we can say.
Well,
So,
we're not allowed to give away our true identity, but
as you notice, Winifred is in disguise.
Incognito.
Yes, I've noticed that, but well, the glasses do her justice, but that's something else entirely. I may recognize her, but it's not really the facial expressions, it's more of the demeanor, I think. I noticed that they tend to slouch a little, and truthfully, the women at McDonald's never slouch. They kind of saunter or maybe sachet.
So that was
and when they sit, they're rather erect, I think, don't you?
so that was the giveaway then.
Well, that and I would know a Burger King worker anywhere. I mean, obviously, just look at them. I mean, anybody would know.
Well,
First of all, a Burger King worker would never show up in disguise. Would never have to. They're so public,
Well, Mr.
rather extroverted.
Mr. Prufrock, if that is really you,
Prufrock.
in quotes.
Yes, just put the R in there. My father did.
I was not aware that you frequented the fast food world. I thought that anything less than a 5-star restaurant.
No, you misjudged me. Oh, really? But no, the fast food world is rather interesting. Granted that you can get a good wine in a fast food restaurant, at least here. But
Do you drink a
there
lot of
are other
coffee?
things you go to them for. But certainly not the wine. And granted, they're not 5-star, but there's more parking at a fast food restaurant than there is at Maxine's in Paris, which I think is just a convenience that the Parisians should adopt tomorrow.
And you don't have to pay the valet parking costs.
Well, there is no valet, but if there were one, why not? He wouldn't have far to go. I mean, the parking spaces are like kind of right up against the building.
And you could probably park 2 cars for 99 cents.
It'd be,
Or less.
It'd be like the special of the week or something.
it'd be darn economical.
It would be, and America is a land of convenience.
Or you could get like the combo valet parking, large drink, and small fries.
Right. Well, then you wouldn't need the drive-through. Now, see, if you have a valet, you'd have to get rid of the drive-through because you would just assume that people would park and sit and eat.
Maybe you could have the valet drive through the car for them, pick up their order while the folks are
Now
waiting
that's an idea.
waiting in some comfortable
now, there
chairs.
you are. Now you're talking. let's just get bloody convenient while we're at it.
Well, why
now-
don't you just stay? Well, where would the people be while the valet gets the? I missed that part.
Well, sitting in the back. Where else would they be?
Well, they just stay home.
They could be sitting in.
They could be sitting at home,
sitting
in
in
the living
some
rooms.
sitting in some comfortable chairs, drinking some coffee. That's true. The valet could come to
Could
their
come to the
home,
restaurant, or
pick up the food for them,
and come back.
Right.
and that way they wouldn't have to miss Three's company.
Right. You Americans catch on quickly. It's too quickly.
Well, now, Mr. Prufrock,
But may I speak to one of the ladies, please?
we're just going to ask you. Do you have a question for them?
Well, not really, but I just don't
I don't
understand
know.
why they're afraid to. The one, is Winifred, is it?
Yes.
Yes, with the lovely necklace. What is that necklace?
cross.
Oh, she's a Christian. Oh, well, isn't that just lovely?
Hey, none of that talk.
No, is it Catholic or Church of England?
Church of England.
Oh, good. But anyway, if you could ask her, why, is she afraid she'll lose employment if she discloses her true identity?
Well, why don't we ask her?
I mean, are we living in a fascist state?
Why did you choose to come on in disguise? Winifred?
Or is it that you're a fast food restaurateur by day and crime fighter by night?
Oh, now that would be something. Well, in America, women do so many things here. It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
It reminds me of a movie I saw. I forget what it was called. It was she was a high school girl by day, and by night she was a prostitute.
Oh yeah, Angel.
And she was friends with the man who wore a cowboy outfit on New York. Now, that man had guts.
If she teased up her hair, she would look like Christy Love from a long time ago, but I don't suspect she remembers her. But, anyway, could you please have her answer the question? I'm really anxious to know. Or is it that she has one eye? Could that be it? But whatever. I'd like to hear her speak.
I'm really not at liberty to say.
Oh, secret. Oh, I see.
I love a secret. I love a good secret.
Does it have something to do with the recent election, do you think?
No.
No?
Well,
Well, this could get to be like a game show, which I think it should. But anyways, as I'm about to be put under, so to speak, you chaps keep going along. Maybe you can get the answer out of her. I certainly can't, but I'll let you get back to your fine program.
and everything is okay, right? Since this small accident with Excalibur, everything is all right.
Oh, everything's fine. The doctors are about to put me under. I'm on the table, and this ether is kind of, it's in the room. It's permeating. I hope it doesn't affect my doctor, but I know it's going to affect me shortly. So, anyways, have them chat a bit about Michelangelo if they can. And there's a topic. What is with the artwork in Wendy's? Too much brick, if you ask me. But that's something else. Anyways, I must go.
Well, J. Alfred, before you go, when you come out from under being etherized, I've heard that the best thing to have is to have a good peach.
Peach.
Yes. So
Also, I better warn you too. Sometimes when you come out of the surgery, if they had to do some cutting, you're going to be a little numb. Don't worry, it'll go away.
And dare I say that a peach would help this?
yes.
Oh, well,
Sort
that's
of
interesting
like
because,
wherever you're feeling numb, just sort
me?
of, you know.
Is that some
rub
kind
it.
of reference to D.H. Lawrence and his sort of weird poetry or
No.
something? Or the peach? Or didn't he have? Or is it a plum?
No.
No,
Maybe
I
we should
can
talk
only
about
say
this
that
later.
I prefer nectarines because the fuzz, that hair on a peach.
Well,
I see.
I think you better go now.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, all right. I don't think they will sing to me though. Do you? Oh, it's the ether. I'm sorry. Oh, well, bye, chaps.
Bye, and thank you for calling.
You know, Mr. Prufrock, I wouldn't
Oh,
doubt.
hey,
hold
go
on
ahead,
a second.
go ahead.
If the night won't be spread out tonight against the sky, just like you, etherized upon a table.
Hello, welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
Yeah, what's happening? How you doing tonight?
Well, we're
I was
talking.
wondering about you two women. What's the deal with you guys?
Well, why don't you ask them a question? They work at one of the popular fast food establishments here in Athens, and they've agreed to come on the show since Gary Coleman canceled.
So what? Is she going to show us what she looks like? Is it the girl with the glasses? What's the deal with that?
It's sort of arousing, isn't it? You just don't know.
Well, no kidding. By God, she looks pretty good by God, the blonde.
Would you like to arrange a date?
Oh, nah, not tonight. We're getting ready to go to the bar ourselves. We just wondering what was happening. We started going through the channels there, and we said, what the hell's happening?
Well, you know, if you're interested in one of these two ladies, maybe you ought to stop by all the fast food restaurants tonight. Maybe you'll find them.
If they're lucky, we'll find them. We'll talk to y'all some other time.
All right, well, thanks for calling
Thank you
in.
for calling. Bye.
Anyone else have a question? All right.
Hello, caller, and welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
Yes, we have our own panel here of fast food experts.
Yes?
And I would like to ask the young woman, the dapper young woman in the black with the necklace and shades.
Well,
That would be Winifred.
Winifred. Yes, Winifred.
That would be
Winifred.
who? Okay, you work at Wendy's, don't you?
I'm not at liberty to say, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, we were just wondering if it was just a rumor, or do most fast food restaurants serve kangaroo meat?
I think most of them have a portion of kangaroo meat, but
Mixed in with some horse meat and some goat meat, right?
exactly, yes,
That's what I thought.
but not our particular establishment.
Right, because that's Taco Bell, and you guys serve Cat meat, right?
Not really sure.
No, I don't know.
I believe the cost would be prohibitive.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
He
I
says
don't know either. Actually, the cute little blonde to the left there, what's she doing later on?
Oh, well, I'll be working tonight.
She's gonna-
once I get done with the
Okay,
show.
so when I come back from the bar, it's just totally obliterated. We can talk about what kind of meat you serve.
Perhaps.
You know, if there's one thing I do to pick up a girl, it's I ask her, what kind of meat do you serve at home?
Hey, it works for me.
You see, it does, doesn't it?
I've begged many a babe.
You know, and if not that, you can say, well, you know, do you like the regular corn or the cream corn?
Wait, let me write this down.
Ron, you can use all the help you can get. The cream corn or the regular corn?
Cream, corn, all right.
Say you prefer the regular. I think the girls like that better. Just
Because like you got your own teeth then.
right.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
There you go. Why don't you give that a try tonight in the bar? So you might.
Okay, cream corn or regular corn?
That's right.
Okay. Thanks a lot for the advice, gentlemen.
Sure. Let us know how it goes. Call us in
I
next
will
time.
call you back. How late are you guys on?
Well, for about 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Hurry up. You better.
Let me
You gotta
dash
be
uptown
fast.
and back, and I'll let you talk to all the babes I bagged.
All right. I don't know.
You stole my pad of paper.
Sorry. Well, thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Well,
He should use his car phone. Hello, and welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock.
Hello, I'm Mr. Prufrock's gay lover. I heard just called a little bit ago. Would you please tell him that I'm getting very, very, very cold, and that when he if he would call back, would you please tell him to hurry home? My stiffy's getting soft.
Well, now,
Oh,
which,
by the way, I have a question for the lovely young lady on the right. Are you wearing sunglasses because you jog a lot?
because she does
Jogs a lot.
Jogs.
Yes.
What does that question mean, Jog?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't
caller?
understand the connection.
Okay, yes, I'll do that. Do you expect Mr. Prufrock to be calling any more tonight?
Well, not in the time we have left. I don't think so.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, if you see him on the street or anything, make sure you tell him to come see me, because, I need him so bad.
Now, which gay lover are you? Because Mr. Prufrock does have several.
Oh, yes? I wasn't aware of this.
Maybe
Oh.
I think I spoke too soon.
My name is Lyle.
Lyle.
Yes, I'm a bookkeeper. But don't let that get out, because I might lose my job.
No one will know.
No one will know. Thank you very much. By the way, what are you doing after your show tonight?
Well, looking for you, I guess. You know,
I don't know.
Oh, thank
all
you.
right. I think. Thanks for calling, Lyle.
Yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye. I hope.
Well, I think we're getting to the point where we need to say what's on next week.
Yeah. Oh, well, that just threw me off. I had no idea that J. Alfred was homosexual.
Oh, he's not. He just does it. He's trying to be avant-garde. He's trying to be like aggressive.
Oh, well, good.
Mr. Prufrock has his finger. Well,
His finger's on the pulse of the American psyche. Hello, caller. Are you there? Welcome to Live with J. Alfred Prufrock. Well, thank you for your call. On next week's show, who is scheduled for next week? Oh, yes.
next week we got a special night for you. You got to see it. It's we got Jim Neighbors and Ruth Buzzy coming in.
It's a special Space Nuts reunion.
Now, I don't know if you remember the show. It was on Saturday mornings. They both wore those silver spacesuits with the television sets in the front.
And they run around the universe in a UFO with a couple little kids.
With a couple kids they abducted, and strangely enough, the law never said anything about it.
They had wacky, fun-loving adventures all over the universe.
Wasn't there some kind of like dog or animal or something? Some kind of strange, maybe not.
I think there was. It might have been like a half animal, half robot.
It was like a horse.
Was it?
It was some kind of strange robot horse. What better thing to have with you if you're traveling through space than a robot horse, I always say. Anyway, Jim Neighbors...
It's helped me many a time.
What?
It's helped me many a time when I'm traveling through space. Oh.
And musical guests next week.
Boxcar Willie with the Vienna Boys Choir.
They're going to be singing together. Got a couple of great Christmas songs you're going to love, get you in the spirit. Boxcar Willie, you know, he's got the savvy of living on the tracks all his life. He's going to teach the Vienna
Boys Choir a little bit about
what it's
life
like
on the road.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that'll be it then.
So we want to thank our guests from the fast food establishment and
thank you, Donna and Winifred.
And thank you at home for tuning in tonight.
And we love you. And good night, And God bless, and drive carefully. Mwah!
Good night and God bless.
How lucky can one guy be? Oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick.